discretion is advised.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Geeking Out. I'm yours truly, the Dankmaster, here with my boy, Don Frickin' Prime.
Evening, morning, and hello whenever, wherever you are.
Wepa, everybody. Wow, we got Will C, you got Elaine, Bob Dylan, Toy Mafia. You know, of course, Toy Mafia. He's always gonna be popping up
Yep.
first, of course. And then Exotic Cars, he pops up first as well. It's crazy. Let me see. Hi from Bloomin', Heatwave, Manchester, UK. My Hottoys are melting. Oh my God! Don't do that to yourself. What are you doing? What are you doing? No. It's getting hot here in Georgia as well, man. It's getting wild. That's why I don't even use my lights anymore, man. I only turn them on when I got to do the live stream.
Yeah, I can tell you. I can tell you here in just outside Manchester, New Hampshire, USA, it's 66 and raining and feels like October, not July. So it's weird ass weather.
Wow. But anyway, guys, today's going to be a wild one today. We are going to be discussing the showdown. It's going to be a show. There's going to be a showdown. Yes. There's going to be a showdown between the Boba Fetts, man. The freaking Boba. We got too many Boba Fetts, man. We got the Boba Fett Mythos Boba with the Bird Poop Boba 2-pack. And then we got the Boba Fett with the throne. Like Boba Fett galores, man. And then we got all these freaking other figures are coming out. And I'm here like, wait a minute. Which ones to get? I'm getting all of them for the most part. But
yeah, and here's the thing. Here's the thing, too. As you keep mentioning these, and again, Hottoys just had their summer showcase. Sideshow Con starts tomorrow. And again, the word is we're going to get more, Hot Toys for Star Wars. And I'm thinking, what would be an easy figure for Hot Toys to do as Boba Fett, but would instantaneously be bought? White prototype Fett.
Yo, hold that thought. White proto Fett? Ooh. But hold that thought, though.
Empire Strikes Back concept prototype.
Dude, hold that thought. But speaking of Boba Fetts, we've got a guest here today with an interesting, pretty much channel name. And he goes by Buba Feet. And here he is. My boy Buba Feet. What's up, man?
What's up?
Welcome to...
What's up? I'm excited to be here today. Very excited to be here today.
So, Boba Feet, like I found his channel when at the time I was like recommended on his channel about the what was it, the 501st Clone Trooper.
Yeah.
And dude, this guy, the one thing that popped up first was the whole intro on the Robot Chicken Boba Fett scene.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I like this guy. I like this guy already.
Yeah.
He's a Robot Chicken fan.
Yeah, that was something that I remember. I always watched like the Adult Swim Robot Chicken Star Wars specials and stuff. I always thought that was so cool. And then like especially my favorite character was Boba Fett in there because he was hilarious in there. And I just remember I was trying to find that video because like that would be such like a cool name because I don't know where. Oh yeah, basically the intro is saying Mr. Bob A. Feet, but I didn't want to use that exactly, so I was like, I'll just use Bubba and then I'll just use Feet, and I was like, that's perfect for me because I was like, I don't know, I thought that was just perfect for me, and then that intro was just perfect too.
Yeah,
I mean,
his stuff is not gonna lie, Boba Feet's stuff, man. His videos as far as unboxing reviews are pretty cool, and then his hair is just wild. I was like, damn, the guy got the hair, he got the toys. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, recently I got a mullet, so I'm very excited with that. Yeah.
At least the great thing about Robot Chicken is the people who do Robot Chicken, especially like Seth Green, they also work specifically with Dave Filoni on Clone Wars and now on Bad Batch, specifically Seth Green. He's the voice of Cad Bane's droid. So I have no doubt, especially when Robert Rodriguez directed the episode where Boba Fett was coming back. And I don't know if you've seen his special or even the YouTube videos. He didn't do pre-animatics like in a computer or on storyboards. He had Hasbro Black Series 6-inch figures, and he had his kids in doing all stuff. And that's how he shot the scene. And it was literally like the Robo Chicken thing when he's like, "I'm back from the dead, a-holes."
I remember that.
And then literally, and even the missile, like the missile thing launched up. I got a long range missile. What can this do? You know, it almost like lined up. and again, it makes sense because they work together and they've known each other for long enough. You know, so.
So yeah, both of you, what you were trying to say.
Yeah, definitely. I remember watching that, like, and I was like, dude, this autumn. No, yeah, I just remember like watching that episode, and I was so hyped. I was like, oh my god, this thing was beautiful. But then I remember, I was like, what automatically popped in my head was that Robot Chicken scene where like he goes into the Ewok village and does all this stuff. But that was hilarious for me.
Oh yeah.
No, some great stuff, guys. It's great stuff. But yeah, guys, if you are watching the channel right now, think about heading over to Buba Feet's unboxing reviews. Especially watch the first review he does on the Mandalorian, the TMMS 007, the OG Mandalorian. I think that video is hilarious from the beginning to end. Like, just watch it. It's really entertaining.
Yeah, go check it out. I have a bunch of stuff coming, and I actually just released my collection video. So if you guys like collections, you guys can go check that out because I think you guys will like that one. I really do.
Yeah, help a boy out. Get him to 200, maybe 300.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Show him some love. Show him some love.
But anyway, guys, let's get right into business about the two Boba Fetts that are up for pre-order. Pretty much, it's a lot of money going to these Boba Fetts.
Oh, yeah,
one other thing, though, I think let me just go through to the comments real quick. Okay, so make sure we got any questions here. Okay, Gilbert was asking, "What's up, fellas? Tell me why Sideshow ad came out when I tuned into your stream. They're watching you guys." Well, yeah. There's been a lot of like Sideshow ads popping up in our streams as of late, or actual videos. So that was pretty cool. I was like, "Oh, look, another Sideshow ad."
Yes, we don't control who puts ads or how they get put on there. It probably has a lot to do with the subject and the algorithm. But at the same time, hey, thanks. We're not going to say no. Again, it's probably, just due to the algorithm, like that matches, certain commercials from certain providers with certain content. So,
yeah, definitely.
But all right, guys, let's get right down to business. All right. So Hottoys, they're out of their damn minds. Actually, this was supposed to be an out of your mind show, but it ended up being a showdown because Exotic Cards commented on the pre-stream. He was like, "Yeah, you got to call this the showdown between the Boba Fett. One Boba shall reign on top, and one will go down in the freaking Sarlacc pit." So, who's gonna sit in the throne and who's gonna sit in the Sarlacc pit? Tell me your guys' thoughts, because not many people can get all the Bobas. And I was asked about this many times. Which Boba Fett should I get? Because we knew that they were coming out with the repaint Boba Fett. And then we had the battle damage like bird poop Boba Fett with his Boba Fett Mythos 2-pack, which is still an awesome set, by the way. But let's say in this situation, you're only able to buy one 2-pack. By 2-pack, the throne is pretty much a 2-pack. I'm calling that, its own little 2-pack with the Boba Fett repaint. But if you had to choose one freaking set for nearly $400, dropping nearly $400 on one set, and the other one is almost $500, which one would it be?
Hey, Bubba, you go first, brother.
All right, so if I'm being completely honest, I think the repainted one for sure is the one to get, because that throne looks amazing, and I honestly think that's something that I can see on my shelf and be like, damn, that looks, and especially with that Fennec, I guess tease that they had, I really think, I'm super excited. I mean, I hope, knowing Hot Toys, I really hope they do announce it. But if Fennec does come out with that, I mean, I honestly think that looks really cool. I did notice a lot of people did realize that I guess in the prototype that you can see that they actually repainted this on top of like the bird poop version, which I did like I did see, and I was looking through pictures like, oh crap, like they did. But honestly, I hope. I mean, I'm pretty sure Hot Toys will realize like, oh, like I think they just did that like as a prototype for like the showcase, like just as an early prototype, just so they can throw that out there. But I mean, other than that, I think that this is the one to go. I think this one's just perfect because it also includes the head sculpt too. I as much as I like the other one, it looks really cool. I love like the grittiness and all that of him, like basically because that's his armor as he comes out of the Sarlacc pit. But I think the repainted one, once you see the final product, I think that one's the one for sure to get, and I think that's for sure the one to get for me.
Wow. Okay, so one on the Boba Fett and Throne set. Okay. Don Prime, what about you?
Well, I already ordered the repainted Boba Fett, so we already know what that answer is. Yeah.
But did you get the throne though? But did you get the throne?
I'll be honest with you, I did not get the throne, and it's not because I'm not impressed with it. It's just for the way that I'm gonna be displaying him. Again, I'm more of if I like action displays. I really don't see a figure in my display the way I present it as a figure just sitting statically in a throne. Even with Boba Fett at his angle, that's just not the way I'd like to display figures. So with that being said, I still pre-ordered the repaint armor, and I'm gonna display him somewhere like in an action scene. Who knows? They come out with Costco Reeves. I'll probably be able to do something like this. So again, I'm 100% for the repaint. And again, if you're gonna get the throne, with the head sculpt, I think that's actually pretty decent money considering the Black Panther throne itself when it came out sold for what, 130, 140.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's almost like they're throwing in the throne for $100 or 120. So you're getting a little discount on the throne when you're buying it with the head sculpt.
Okay, Boba Feet, what's your take on it as far as like what Don Prime is saying? Because he's going for just the repainted Boba Fett and not even including the
no, and I totally get you on that. Like for me, like I'm getting it just because I rather like, and I totally agree with you. I would honestly like for me right now, I have my Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett like in a dynamic pose. I think I posted on my Instagram like a while back. But like he's basically flying with like his jetpack and then like shoot like on one arm he has like his blaster and this other arm he has his flamethrower like just shooting out. And to me like that's like a perfect pose. But like for now like I think I'd rather get the throne. I may or may not use it because also at the same time I don't really like crowding like my display case and stuff. But I think for now like I'd rather get the throne and just be like, all right, if I want to throw that in there, I'll throw it in there. But for now, like right now, I mean, even though it's like what, almost like a year or two, I don't know when it comes out. I think next year. Yeah, next year when it comes out.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly, we'll just see. Which one it'll come with. I mean, what pose I'm really feeling. But no, I totally get you on that when it comes to like you want him like. I mean, it's Boba Fett. You want him in a pose where he's like basically kicking ass right there.
Yeah, I mean, I've got him. I've got the ESB one. I've got him in a position where it's almost like you can't tell if he's walking or standing, depending on how you're looking, right next to Han and Carbonite. So it's still he's still like it almost looks like you don't know if he's walking or if he's coming up to shoot you or if taking off. So it's one of those. It's like whatever you look at or how you look at it kind of depends, or even your mood. But it's one of those. I like to do displays that kind of make sense, but again, they're action based.
No, yeah.
I mean, action doesn't necessarily mean they're just going up like that. It's action mean there's movement in the pose.
Yeah,
they're trying to like walk or run. I'll say one thing that about the Sideshow clones. They were at least smart, and at least some of the later models and the deluxe versions, to include 2 sets of feet that actually included, the set of running feet, so you could actually do more dynamic poses. You could actually do a pose where you're on top of a battle droid, and you can pull it off because it's not a static single foot.
No, yeah, that's the thing I did. Oh my bad, go.
What's your take on the 501st figure, like Don Perrin was saying? Because I know you did your unboxing review.
Yeah, so like I was gonna say right now, one thing that Don did point out was with Sideshow's clones, they did include like those feet. And I was saying, I think I did say in my review, I was like, oh, like, one thing that I didn't really like about the Hot Toys is that they didn't include that because it's more so like I try to do different poses with the Hot Toys Final First, but it's kind of like it's hard to get because of his feet, like they're just completely flat. Where Sideshow, where they gave you like those folded feet or like the running feet, like it was much easier to do like poses where if they're running or maybe they're on their knee or something like that, And they came, and it was just that was one pro to the Sideshow clones that I thought was like a really nice thing that they added. That Hot Toys I felt like they should have added onto the new clones too.
No, I've been hearing a lot that with the Sideshow clones, a lot of people are missing that feature that they would have loved to have seen on the 501st Hot Toys. But the thing is, we got the pros really are great with the 501st version of the Hot Toys.
Yeah, definitely.
New body, new articulation. So I think we can live without the.
No, yeah, definitely.
Even though I do have the feet. Freaking Don Prine sent it to me a few months ago. I'm like, okay, so I'll be able to switch out the feet for me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've got parts and stuff too, because I mean, I got a whole bunch of I had a 2/12, and then I bought another one, and then I got actual airborne parts and upgrade kit. So I know how to crack the armor open at the seams, so I actually upgraded 2 of the 212 clones. Put the brand new fabric underbody on them. Took the rubber suit off because those things are, again, nothing wrong. I mean, they're 12, 13 years old. They're just deteriorating. What level is up to factors, from humidity, how long it was in the box. But again, if you, like, one I got was still sealed in the, 2010 shipper, and it was the exclusive version. But then, redo it up, put up the upgrade on. And the funny thing is, the armor, when you compare the Sideshow armor to the Hot Toys armor, it's about 90% the same. Now, when the Sideshow clones came out, Hot Toys actually helped design that for them. Now, like, one of the main differences, like just in the torso armor, the chest paneling is different, and then there's actually a wider undercut underneath the armpits in the Hot Toys armor than there is in the Sideshow. But if you look at the elbow pads, you look at the knee pads, they're basically exactly the same to include the way they did the connection ports.
So. Yeah, I realized that too, and I was like, because like I mean, also like the feel of it, you can just kind of like really feel like I don't know. It just to me, it felt like it was the same. It's just more obviously Hot Toys added their take on it basically and added more improvements because obviously like the Sideshow ones are kind of like not outdated, I want to say, but they're just like obviously older, and Hot Toys realized that and I guess kind of improved on that too.
Yeah,
the Sideshows are like what 8 years old.
Yeah, no, some of them are like 2008, 2009, like the first generation ones.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I mean, it's one of those things. If like the armor is still fine, and again, even like you'll run into issues where like the actual peg will come out of the elbow pad or the knee pad. All you gotta do is put a little super glue on that, put it in, and it's fine. Because the funny thing is, the material they used for that still holds up.
Yeah.
It won't tear. It'll actually pop out. So, but yeah, I mean, the bodies, again, are the things that are holding it back.
Quick thing, guys. I know there's new people coming into the stream. Hello there, everyone. Welcome to another Out of Your Mind showdown between the Boba Fetts. We got into a tangent. We were talking about the 501st, comparing both the 501st and the Sideshow version, but we're looking to get right back into the Boba Fett discussion. So far, Boba Feet did mention that he prefers the Boba Fett throne versus the Boba Fett 2-pack that originally came out. So that's one right now. Don Prime, he says that he actually is picking up the repainted Boba Fett, and he would prefer to get the repainted Boba Fett over the 2-pack. So that's 1.5 points right now towards the Boba Fett throne. So now we're looking to come to my decision on like if I had to choose, if I was had the gun pointed to my head, I had to choose one setup of which one I would be. I will answer that in just a minute. Before we go, I think we got a few questions here from a few folks popping in. Is that a Cody head sculpt on the Boba Fett? Yes, it is, Starkiller. The Everyone was talking about their way of what they do with their Boba Fett's. My Boba Fett Empire Strikes Back, I have two Codys. I bought two Codys just because of this reason. Because I needed the second head sculpt to put on Boba Fett, and then I'm keeping one with one head sculpt with one Cody, and then one with the helmet. So I'm like, that's my boy. Cody's my boy. I can't say no to it. But yes, it's pretty easy to do, and you really don't need to, force your head sculpt into the Boba Fett headpiece. So you can just literally just place it down there. And unless you're doing some crazy pose with it, it won't fall off. But yeah, that's pretty much my setup with that. And then JB Collections popped up as well. Hi, JB. Yeah, JB, we need to talk to bring you in sometime. Just gotta set up a schedule so we get some things going. Because I've tried to bring in JB Collections before. Just that it was during the beginning of summer, and everybody's going crazy trying to figure out like where to go in, vacation and all that. Let me see who else came in. Safel, what's up, man? Okay, Anakin Twins, what's up?
What's going on?
What is up? I'm buying them all. Of course you're buying them all. Of course you're buying them all. Freaking NDN Sith. God. Do you think the throne will fit in the DTOF? Ooh, that's a good question. What do you guys think? Can that fit in the DTOF?
Oh, it's gonna be. Oh God, I gave Adam I had the measurements last when it was first posted. I gave them to Adam. I think it might be tight. Now again, I don't know if what that's material is made of. Now as far as Pheonix, if you want to pull that complete pose, when Pheonix comes out and you put her on the side, I'm gonna say no, that you couldn't pull that pose off in a DTOF. Without Pheonix, yeah, you probably should be able to fit Boba in a DTOF, but with Pheonix, no. So
what do you think, Boba Feet? Like I don't think you have a DTOF, right? I think
I sold all my DTOFs. Yeah, okay. I went for the Billy Lick, but I'm gonna agree with Don. I think it might be a tight fit. I was actually looking right here on the Sideshow's website. It said it's approximately 34 centimeters in length, 16 centimeters in width, and 20.5 centimeters in height. So
that's like 13.8 inches long. That by alone might just be a tight fit. So
yeah,
I mean, you might literally be on the edges of the glass on both sides.
Yeah, with that, and then like you said with Fennec, I don't think that'll, like with her being on the side, I don't think you'll be able to achieve that, especially in the DTOF. I mean, to me, that's my opinion, but I mean, we'll just have to wait and see when it actually comes out and see how big that thing is.
All right, Israel with the frickin' $5. All right, hey guys, love the content. Are you excited for the Sideshow Con starting tomorrow? Any predictions for Hot Toys Star Wars releases during the con? All right, I'll start things off with that. I've been hearing we were supposed to get a few more Hot Toy releases that were not shown during Summerfest. Whether it's true or not, but I think we are going to see possibly the actual release of what's his name, Crosshair with the full head sculpt. That could possibly be like, I could see that happen. I could see that being a pretty much a figure being put out there. Better for Sideshow because Star Wars is very popular, on our side of the world. So of course they would want that to be popularized or like staged up with the armor, for like that beautiful setup, right? So
yeah,
that, and then I'm thinking Mandalorian Luke, but I don't know, they might move that over to another one like New York Comic Con or something. So let's hear it from Don Prime. What you got, buddy?
Yeah. I was just, again, spitballing. I think potentially Mando Luke is in play. but again, then there's also the potential they might wait that for like New York Comic Con, because again, it's going to be in person, live. When I'm hoping it's released there, so because I'm going there, so I want to see it in person. I really don't know what other potential, because if they're going to do something, they're going to probably shock us. It's probably something we're not even thinking of, because they're almost too obvious, though. I mean, that might be a good thing, and it might not be a good thing. So,
yeah, I feel
I don't know.
Why?
I mean, honestly,
why would they decide not to put it out there, put out something out there for Sideshow Con? I mean, something new. Why would they be promoting, Hot Toys being there if, they already shown everything in their mother at Summerfest? They got to show something new over there, something to the fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It'll be just ends up being just a recap of what we saw at Summerfest, just with Sideshow commentary.
Yeah, I mean, it almost seems like they're gonna have like a Star Wars day specific just to Star Wars. Then they'll have maybe like a DC day or maybe like a Marvel day. That's almost what it seems like it's gonna shape up to. Yeah, so I mean, like ND and Sith is saying, like the Grievous has already previewed their premium format Grievous statue. So,
all right, Boba Feet, what do you say about this?
So I think you could be right about the crosshair, because they did preview it at what was it, the showcase for Hot Toys out in Hong Kong. I think maybe we may just get, because I've heard rumors. I mean, and don't quote me on it, but I've heard rumors about Padme showing up. Because
that's been passed around.
Yeah, I've heard stuff on that, like where I thought it was going to be shown the showcase, but I mean, like you said, maybe they left it for Sideshow, just because, like you said, on this side of the world, we love Star Wars, and I mean, honestly, I hope maybe they do announce her, and especially Crosshair, because I really want that Crosshair. That Crosshair looked amazing, but when it comes to that, I mean, honestly, I really don't know what else they would have in store with this. Like, there's nothing really that comes to mind. Maybe the Obi-Wan, maybe.
Ooh,
after
right.
a year. After a year, I really hope they announce that. But I mean, who knows? I mean, at this point, it's kind of just like.
I'll just say this: Iron Studios, they revealed a 1/10 Kenobi statue, and he's wearing partial clone armor. Like he's wearing the clone gloves. He's wearing the clone gauntlets, and so it's one of those things. How often when Iron Studios puts a figure out, like they did it with the Grievous, and everyone thought, oh, that's the Grievous. And what happened? Like 4 days later, the Sideshow one got revealed. Then they revealed the Boba Fett and the Fennec one. Just the tease of it. Then Hot Toys revealed that tease. So that one potentially makes sense if there's any. Again, the last couple of releases that Iron Studios has shown. Then Hot Toys comes a couple of days or a few weeks later with the 1/6 version of it. So that logically would make the most sense, if anything. So just the Clone Wars version.
Yeah, that honestly, like I mean, I honestly never noticed that. I mean, like that the correlation between Iron Studios, like the releases with the Hot Toys releases. But I really hope that at least if we do get something, it is a Clone Wars Obi-Wan, because it's been a year now since they, I guess, teased us with it, and
it was about a year.
Yeah, and nothing yet. So I mean, and we all know everyone wants it. Literally, everyone's been talking about it. Like, yo, like release it, And
I feel you on that.
Well, again, and just to take an interlude, if anything, we might see 1 or 2 Hot Toys, but the Sideshow Con, actually, now that I think about it, might be more focused on them unveiling and going more into their Clone Wars animated line, because we've already seen previews of Obi-Wan and Anakin. Again, and they've shown on social media production. Like the in production shots, like of the molding and the sculpting of animated Grievous. So I would not be surprised if we see the animated figures and potentially, more into that line. Potentially an animated, Ahsoka, and maybe animated droids. Who knows?
Good point.
But all right, guys, let's move on to the final thoughts on the. Let me see. I think I did not get rid of it, right? Okay, I did not get rid of it. Okay, cool. The final thoughts on the Boba Fett throne. All right, and Boba Fett throne versus the 2-pack Boba Fett. All right, with the 2-pack Boba Fett, I think the 2-pack Boba Fett is running about 495. All right, the Boba Fett 2-pack with the luxury with the Mythos Boba Fett, right? It is running about 295 versus the I think 390 for the I think it was 390, right? Let me see. I think it was 390. Yeah, 390 for the Boba Fett and throne. All right, so it's a big commitment if you guys want to drop nearly it's already $500 for this 2-pack, and then you got to include the cost of shipping and handling. That's gonna put it up there to almost $530 for this. Like,
Yeah.
or not even 545. You could easily go up to $600 for the setup. So $300 per figure with all the accessories, all that jazz. And then you got the repainted throne, which it's only like 390. So my thoughts on this. Oh, but if you made it this far, we have hit uh pretty much execute order 66 on viewers. So hit the like and subscribe, and also hit up Bubba Feet's channel. Check him out. He does a lot of great reviews, and they're hilarious. You gotta check him out.
So
But
that.
Definitely.
let me see what's going on, guys. How's everyone Sunday? Hey, Peter Lamb. Yeah, everybody's doing pretty good, man. We're just discussing about these Boba Fetts. So my thoughts: the Boba Fett 2-pack right here. It hits me it hits me to the core as a Boba Fett fan. And the reason why I would say I would go for this one over the Boba Fett throne is because with the throne, it was only a moment at the very end of Mandalorian, which was a cool moment though. And I've said before, I'm getting both. But if I had just one choice, but which one to get, gun to the head, which one to get, I only could choose one. I'll probably go with the 2-pack because one, they can really expand on the Mythos Boba Fett with this look in the Mandalorian Boba Fett show. Right? There's going to be flashbacks with the Boba Fett. So what's going to happen? He was wearing this entire setup throughout his ordeal after the Sarlacc moment, after he left the Sarlacc. So there could be more moments with this look, and also the fact that this was the Pheonix mode look. This was Boba Fett Pheonix for me. Like, I've been waiting for Boba Fett to make his return to live action as like he's alive. Boba Fett is freaking alive. I
Yeah.
was waiting for this moment. It was a dream come true, and he made it in pretty much Phoenix galore, taking out freaking stormtroopers left and right. Freaking hit like this like a barbarian, just destroying everything in sight on the field. He even saved freaking Mando and his new honey Fennec Shan. So I'm just saying that's my boy. Okay, and that's why I really love that 2-pack. And I know a lot of people like to complain about the bird poop and all that jazz, but either way, I would definitely, for me anyway, if you're looking to get the Mythos Boba Fett from Mandalorian, definitely want to run that up with the 2-pack, and then just get the bird poop and the Mythos Boba Fett. Now that's my take, and that pretty much gives it a 1. But at the end of the day, the points are in, and pretty much Boba Fett with the throne wins the first round with 1.5 points over just 1 point on the Boba Fett 2-pack.
Yeah.
So the throne is the choice, guys. The throne with the repaint, or just picking up the repaint itself by itself. So that's why it earns the 1.5 points. So it won it by the freaking skin of his teeth. Boba Fett won it with the skin of the Boba Fett repainted one with the skin of its teeth. So guys, you guys are just picking up the repainted Boba Fett and the repainted Boba Fett throne.
Yeah, I'm
Me?
Just getting the
I mean,
Boba
you
Fett.
already. I mean, me, you already know I'm already gonna get both. But like you said, if I were to choose one, I mean, your answer kind of like really made me think about mine too. Because don't get me wrong, the repainted one looks beautiful, but I mean that you are right. I mean, I remember watching that episode where Boba came back, and I just remember like I was screaming, and my brothers, they were kind of like freaking out because they thought like something happened because this was at midnight, and I was too hyped to see like Boba Fett back in action. I thought that was something that was like it was so sick, especially with that armor. I mean, to me, I didn't really see the resemblance of the bird poop, I guess, but I mean, for me, like I think I don't know, it's in between when it comes to my answer, but I think I'm leaning a little bit towards the Boba Fett just because the repainted one, just because of how clean they look, that repaint looks.
But I know
Yep.
a lot of people are concerned about the throne, and they're gouging the throne and just getting the repaint because it doesn't fit in the DTOF. I do understand that, guys. And the thing is, you got this. The thing is, these figures ain't, and they're gonna sit for a minute. These 2 packs, especially the deluxe versions, they usually sit for a while, maybe to a
Yeah.
year. So you got about an extra year on top of the 2 years waiting on this figure to actually get released. So you guys got time to figure out what you want to do. So it's not like, I don't see these figures selling out because Boba Fett's, they never sell out until
Yeah.
maybe within the year. Within the year, then they start selling out because, but either way, the fastest Boba Fett that sold out was the vintage Boba Fett. Because the vintage Boba Fett, they only lasted for like a few months. But I think it's because there was not enough pre-orders for that. And then, but the
No,
Boba
yeah,
Fetts,
no.
the regular Boba Fetts, they last for a minute.
Yeah, I think recently the
Mhm.
Empire Strikes Back just hit waitlist, and I think it's been on there for like I don't even know how long it's been on there, but I think it just hit waitlist too on Sideshow.
Yeah, finally the 40th anniversary. That's the
Yeah,
second batch. I
yeah,
call it the second batch of pre-orders because it's just the original Boba Fett Deluxe Edition with a 40th packaging.
yeah,
There's no difference with it. It's literally a second batch with new packaging.
yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, guys, yeah, that's your pretty much your answer right there about the throne. Just put it on top of your DTOF. Call it a day. You are good. But anyway, guys, I know a lot of
If
people
it
have
is
been.
able to fit in a DTOF, it's going to be by the skin of his teeth. And again, you don't want to put any stress on the DTOF, especially the glass, because unfortunately, those things will shatter if you don't have the tensions right in the upper panels where you have to screw in the supports to. So again, it's one of those things. Do you really want to risk having something that it's not necessarily the weight? It's going to be the size and the potential stress it's going to put if it literally you're right up against the glass on each side. So
You have a good point right there for sure.
But all right, guys, I know there's people that were asking about this. Sideshow just put out a few like almost 12 hours ago the premium format General Grievous. So, what are you guys' thoughts on it? Because you know me, I don't do statues. I rarely do premium format even if they're premium formats. I don't do statues, but it does look great, and we're gonna bring it up right now. So, how you guys feel about it? I know we're straying off the showdown for the Mark One, but we got time. We got time.
I'll make mine short and sweet. I don't like it. If I'm grabbing a figure of Grievous, I want to see the whole damn figure, especially if it's a statue at that format and that price. I feel like they're cheaping out by not giving us him, in a full pose with and his leg is, bent. I mean, is a general Grievous with an amputated leg? I mean, serious. I just don't like it because for Grievous, I expect to see him as a full figure, not in some weird pose where you're missing his whole right leg. So that's my short and sweet on it. This is a pass for me.
I'll give my 2 cents on this.
What's up?
So like I kind of agree with Don on here. Me, like I'm not a statue person just because I like to pose my figures in just any way possible that I can. And I don't really like it stuck in one pose. And then I agree with you on this. I mean, it's just not to me. That's not really like a Grievous, I guess, pose you would say. I think that's just I don't know. As much as I love Grievous, and he's such a dope character, but yeah, I would have to agree on Dawn with this one. I mean, I'm not really feeling it.
Wait, there was a prior Grievous with Sideshow that was a statue. I didn't know that. Was there? I don't
I
follow
think
statues. I don't
I
follow
think there
statues.
was. I think I'm not too. I think there was one a while back. I maybe let me check. I think there was one with a clone. I may be wrong, or I'm probably thinking of something else. But let's see.
But so far, it looks fine to me. Like if I was collecting statues, I might pick this up. If I was collecting statues, but I don't collect statues. But it looks nice though. It looks better than the damn General Grievous reissue that we got with Sideshow. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
uh,
no, I mean, yeah, that figure. I mean, I didn't really think about getting just because. I mean, it's the joints on that. Not really feeling that one.
it came out, yeah, it came out years ago. Wow, so there was one. Wow, look
Yeah.
at
Yeah,
that.
which one? The Shock T one? There's actually, I'm looking at it right now. There's also a Star Wars versus it was Shaq T versus General Grievous.
Yeah, you see, that's what I've been saying. Yeah, I think the statue Grievous is better than the six scale. I'm telling you, yeah, the statue is still better. Like honestly, I would actually pick this up versus the six scale figure. The only reason why I'm picking up the six scale figure is I want to pose it up with my clones for the Clone Wars show. You know, that's the reason why.
Oh, I've already got a dynamic stand all ready to go for Grievous. Like the big one that with the giant like almost triangle base and the giant clamp that I'll put around his torso. Yeah, I mean I've already got my plan set to go, and I've already got some of the 212 to surround him with Kenobi. So
Man, shoot, it's nice. I'm telling you that much. It's nice, but it's not for me.
I agree with you on that.
But let me see. But anyway, guys. Ooh, look at this. Okay, gotta fix that up. Oh my god. All right. So there's. Let me see. It should come with the light up lightsabers. I'd get him. Yeah, yeah. I honestly, it would sway me just a bit if it came with light up functions. But then it will be. Then the premium format will skyrocket in price just because of the light up features.
yeah, yeah. Like I've said before, I'm grabbing him and the Grievous, the 1/6. I already have CCFL night sabers ready for him. While I'm waiting for other ones to come in for my other figures, so they're just holding them now. But yeah, I think if anything, Sideshow should have tried to do something. Again, if it's essentially just a reissue, not an update as they originally promised, or at least indicated in some of their early communications, they probably should have tried to do something with the the lightsabers, even if it was just like a reed switch in the hand connections, that something necessarily just cheap. So again, that could light up the lightsabers. But then again, they'd have to add a battery pack. Even if it's just in the back, then you're looking at 400, 420. So it's one of those. Because at that price, they've got to design a new figure because it's not, the previous issues aren't going to justify that price. Then it's going to go up to 500, and it's just like a cascading effect that one thing leads to another, and they're all required, and that's going to skyrocket the price at some points, to a $600 final product from Sideshow. So you could just imagine what the potential cost from Hottoys would be.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
I think.
hey,
Uh,
go ahead. My bad. Go
my
ahead.
bad. I think some statues did come with I guess light up lightsabers. Not this one, but I think like there was a. Honestly, I
Like a
don't remember.
Saj. I think a
Yeah,
Saj
I
Ventress
think
was
it was a
one.
Saj. Yeah, a Saj. She did come up with light up ones, and I thought that was pretty cool. But I mean, I think they should, in a way, implement it because I think that would be like add a nice little touch to it. But I mean, that's just my opinion on that.
Yeah. It gets expensive at like 55 to 80
No,
bucks a
yeah,
CCFL saber.
Yeah, I know. So I mean, I've seen those prices, and I mean, yeah.
All right, so Anakin twins. He had this statement to make. I'm out of room. I'm out of my mind. That's what's happening. I'm freaking out of my mind. I already have the Batman Beyond and have Captain Puerto Rico, Grievous, and Vulture on order.
Oh, do you have Jazzy Vulture? Or is it normal Vulture? Because I think the only one is Jazzy.
I think it's a Jazzy Vulture. I think it's.
Oh God, I was actually looking at that last night. Damn. I mean, that's a big figure, but for what you're paying for it, I don't think it's all that out of what is it like $559, $560 plus shipping, and it includes everything in the stand and all that. Or again, there might be different versions, but still, for like what you get for the figure, the amount of engineering, and the fact he's got a full wingspan that like would rival Captain Puerto Rico's upcoming one. I don't think it's a bad price, especially for a guy doing it, basically like with his dad. So
all right, guys. So far with the Boba Fett's, the 2-pack and the Boba Fett throne, Boba Fett throne is leading with 1.5 points, with the Boba Fett 2-pack with 1 point. But let's see what happens if we bring in a new challenger to the mix. For a short time, we've got frickin' Aries in the house.
Oh damn!
Oh damn!
What?
I miss you guys.
Evening,
man.
sir.
What? Listen, I'm spilling coffee all over the place listening to you guys. Look, I had a rare opportunity to listen to you guys on a Sunday because I was going to do live and raw after your show, and you guys know I do a lot of prep for that. But I got to do stuff with the family. And I'm saying, okay, so I'm just finishing up a pre-recorded episode, which is going to come out tomorrow. And I'm listening to you guys in the background. I'm like, listen, I got a few minutes to come on. I got to give my thoughts on this Boba Fett, here. What's going on, guys? So I am pumped up. It's good to see you.
Yeah,
it's been a long time.
Yes, sir. I know.
Yeah.
I know, brother.
No,
yes,
it's
indeed.
been a very, very long time, man. Unfortunately, our time zone mixed up well at this time. So, but whenever, like I said, Aries, you have always an opportunity to pop in whenever you want. So.
No, absolutely. And I appreciate you sending me the link. So, who knows? Maybe I could come on this Wednesday. I think I sent you a message. So, and I know that you and we're going to do some stuff here in September, right? We're going to get out of the summer stuff here. We're going to get back at it. And I can't wait for it. But, yeah, man. Yeah, what's going on? So what is it with this Boba Fett? Is it? I don't know what this whole challenge is.
Okay.
I don't know how I can tip the scales, brother.
So let's see. You can tip the scale, bro. So this is what we got here. So we pretty much decided, this is the showdown between the 2-pack Boba Fett and then the throne Boba Fett. Which is the desired Boba Fett? If you had just one choice to pick, just one choice, either the 2-pack Boba Fett or the Boba Fett throne, gun to the head, which one is it going to be? Okay, you can't get both. You just can't get both.
I can't get both.
I'm getting both, though. I'm getting both sets. But let's say you only had one chance only.
But that's like a Cyclops. I got 2 eyes and 2 ears. Oh, man. Wow. Okay, so let me first say it like this. Okay, both of those scenes in the freaking Mandalorian. First of all, episode 6, after Ahsoka came back, and then you saw Tamora Morris, you saw Boba Fett in the robes, and he's got the sticks, and he's cracking all those stormtroopers. Then he finds a way to get that armor on. It's an epic scene to me. It's an epic moment in time for Star Wars. So I must have it. However, this throne with Boba Fett, okay, they dared to follow it up, Filoni and Favreau, after freaking Luke Skywalker comes back. And it worked. But I will tell you, if I had to choose, because the 2-pack comes with 2 figures, because it comes with 2 figures, and you're basically putting a gun to my head. Are you out of your mind, Nate? I am actually going to go with the 2 other versions because I get 2 of them. But you're putting me in a spot.
What?
Oh, damn.
No. for $4.90. Are you out of your damn mind, Aries?
I gotta have Boba. I gotta have Boba in the robes. I gotta have Boba with the worn out armor, baby. I gotta have him on the throne too. But you're making me choose. I don't know what to do.
All right, let me throw a caveat or like a twist to it. Now, taking away the throne aspect from it and just looking at figure per figure per figure, what would you do? Would you grab both of these at $4.95, which is essentially $2.50, or would you grab the single repaint armor at $2.50? So they're essentially all three are the same price. At that point, though, which one do you grab?
Okay, let me answer your question, Don, with another caveat put on top of that, and I think I'll satisfy you. So, now, if this Boba Fett did not come with the Tamora Morrison figure with the robes, and let's even say it came with the head sculpt, though, but it actually didn't come with the robes, then, putting price aside, I would go with Boba and the throne 1,000%. I would take Boba Fett and the throne because that scene means more to me. So that's where I'll go. The only reason I picked this, regardless of price, was because it gave me two figures. So I got Boba Fett in the robes, which we'll probably never see again, right? Mm-hmm. And then you got Boba Fett in this worn out armor, which you'll probably never see again anyway, with it being worn out that way. But I definitely value the throne scene more than this scene, but this gives me two figures. Now, so I hope that answers that, but you're talking about price. If it didn't come with the throne, I'm going to throw this at you. If they were all the same price and I'm able to get the Boba Fett with the robes, baby, just by itself, and Boba Fett just by itself here with the worn out armor, and Boba Fett with the clean armor, and that's all it has, was just boom, boom, boom. Number one would be the worn out version. Number two would be the clean version, and number three would be this rose version. Yeah, I really dig the worn out version. I really dig the whole Western, the Western worn out. I love it. I love it, baby.
Cool.
But the throne's number one. The throne scene's number one. But if you're asking me which one I got to do here, Nate, I've got to tell you. I know you think I'm out of my mind, but I'm getting two figures for this, so I got to go with this. Now, here's a better question. If they would have included Pheonix, with that, Pheonix with the throne, then I got to pick the throne. So you guys all know where I'm going here.
But at that point, though,
here's the thing of that.
You're going at 600.
Tell me, Boba Feet. Would that work, though, Boba Feet, if they had thrown in Pheonix with the throne and with the Boba Fett?
Definitely. That's 100.
That's pushing 600. That's pushing 600, though.
I mean, that's two figures, like Aries said. I mean, that's two figures right there you're getting. To me, that's 100%. That's the throne with Pheonix. Throw that in there. That's 100% for me on that side.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's just the thing, though. It's as weird as it is. You don't know what you still think they're gonna go with the Pheonix style from Mando, but again, like we've talked about before, the fabrics and the colors they used, that almost seems like more Bad Batch. And again, it might be differentiations in the color. And again, like Gideon, the colors in Gideon that we see in the prototype aren't necessarily the same that are in the film. So it's one of those things. It's like, how are they going to present that? And again, is that just a prototype? They not even know what accessories we're going to get. Did they not? I think they're possibly still working on an actual head sculpt. Otherwise, if they've got that done, we might see it at Sideshow Con. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dot, I actually talk about that in my video tomorrow. Is it possible, guys, that, Pheonix is going to come right off the heels with this? And I think you bring up a really, really good point. Do they have the head sculpt done? Did they just want to show that this is coming this year? Or with everything that they showed, Don? Does it really mean? See, from looking at these pictures, here's my take on this, and you guys may have already talked about this, but you know, I think the way that they tease, actually, I did hear you guys talk about it. I think it was you guys, how they were teased Casca Reeves here.
Yeah,
and I don't think that that's coming very fast. But I think the way that they teased this Fennec, though, I'm being honest with you, I think this is coming real quick, fast. I wouldn't surprise me if this is at this week. Honestly, I could see it. They really showed a lot of it.
We were supposed to get either one more or two more Star Wars figures after the Summerfest. Like it was like rumored we were supposed to get two more. But the thing is, like, which two more though? We already sold the Crosshair, so they might reveal the Crosshair a bit more on Sideshows, and maybe we might see the Fennec, but there was no head sculpt here, so I'm guessing we might not see the Fennec because there's no head sculpt. If I would have definitely been on board with Fennec being at Sideshow Con if they had like maybe teased her face, like teased it, like, oh, look at that, you see the tease, but it's not fully there, blurred out, kind of like what they did with Bespin Han, something like that.
Hey Nate,
Sideshow did just send out an email.
Yeah, I was going to say
11 a.m. tomorrow. Yep. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard, 10 a.m. Pacific time in the United States. It specifically said Star Wars and Marvel fans won't want to miss it. So tomorrow, 1 p.m. East Coast, 10 a.m. West Coast.
Yeah, I was seeing that from Rex's comment there. And what do you guys think that means? Does that really mean we're going to get another figure in it? I'm really pumped up about that. What does that mean?
I think they're going to do days. Like, I think tomorrow might be Marvel and Star Wars. Then potentially, again, in addition to Hot Toys, they might show some of their animated work they're doing, with the animated figures. And then, another day it'll be like DC. Then another day it'll be, their House of the, their Court of the Deadline, and any other franchises or IPs. You can see a day where it's, like the upcoming Power Rangers and, the Ninja Turtles. But I think they're going to section it off day by day, to basically maximize as much fan exposure for each IP as they can.
Hey, Boba Feet, what you say about that?
Say that again?
What's your take on it?
I think it will be like that, or I feel like it'll be, I don't know how really exactly how they would run it, but I think it would be kind of like different, I guess, scales. So one day maybe it'll be like 6 scale, and that'll be then, and then it'll be like statues, and then like I guess the other scale. I don't know every other scales, but I think I kind of agree with Don right there that maybe it'll probably maybe be like that, but I'm kind of also leaning towards the scales. Like they'll kind of go like scale wise on one day, and then another day it's gonna be a different scale, and they could do that just because I know there's different communities with different scales and all that stuff.
That's true.
Yeah. That's a big thing with 6 scale collectors too. Is especially when some of these re-releases were announced, they're like, oh well, Hot Toys aren't exclusive anymore. I'm gonna go start moving to statues because it's the price equals exclusivity, which is status, and that's a whole nother story. And I'll just be honest, and it's kind of selfish. I just want them to hold off on a few things until I'm physically at Comic-Con in New York, so I can see these in person.
Yes.
Take some pictures and break some stuff for us. As other people on our chat boards have said, I've already got people willing to be my bodyguards that will crush. They'll basically be like, I'm following the full back down of the Sideshow exhibit, so we can take the first pictures. So, yep.
But Aries, what else do you want to say? I know we can't keep you on for too long because you said you need to head out at some point.
That's why I'm not doing live and raw tonight, but I was having the pleasure of listening to you guys, and definitely miss you guys and look forward to getting on more shows with you. But yeah, you were getting me pumped up talking about the Boba Fett there. And hey, just saying, I'm looking at Rex's comment. Sideshow sent out an email saying Star Wars fans don't want to miss tomorrow. I mean, do I have to brew extra pots of coffee for tomorrow morning? What's going? Should I not put out a video tomorrow morning? Should I wait to see what they unveil? Listen, I'm putting out that video anyway, but I'm pumped up. I am really pumped up with what they're doing. And I'll say this in closing. I feel like there's a pattern now, guys, where they've been releasing epic moments for Star Wars, not just figures, but scenes. With that Ahsoka and Grogu, they captured that scene from Episode 5. With the 2-pack of Boba Fett, they captured that scene from Episode 6. They captured the finale with the Pedro Pascal head sculpt, and you see some of their promo photos of him holding Grogu. Is it possible, Nate, that Luke Skywalker? Listen, I have a feeling. I got a text from the Hot Toys Wizard earlier this weekend, and I'm telling you right now, the Hot Toys Wizard says Luke is so close. Luke Mandalorian. They're basically showing it to you, saying, listen, guys, this is the next moment, the last big moment from the Mandalorian we're coming out with. I say it's coming out very, very fast. Could it be this week?
That's what I've been saying. Like, Luke Mando can be definitely on the way for the for Sideshow Con. Because what other figure? Because the thing is, freaking Hot Toys just released everything at Summerfest. So what are they gonna show at Sideshow Con? They gotta show something new. They got to.
Yeah, that's a great point. I agree.
Like, it's pretty much Sideshow Con is gonna be just a recap of what Summerfest was. So it won't be as exciting. Oh, we already saw all this. The only thing we'll be waiting for is just the pre-order button. Okay, I want my pre-order button on Armor right now.
Yeah, it's either going to be that or it's going to be, and Don, I think I was watching you before when I was finishing editing my stuff. You were saying something that we're not expecting, something that they're going to blow us out of the water with. And maybe they could do that with Luke. But I do feel that there's something that we're not thinking about that they're going to hit us with.
Yeah, I mean, my guess is just on the mold and the popularity of Mando and Boba Fett. Do the white prototype Boba Fett. That would sell like hotcakes, given the numbers of even the vintage one, what it goes for in the secondary market. Rather than do a reissue of the, not the vintage, the animation version, rather than doing a reissue of that, do the white Empire Strikes Back, the prototype. And just do it like Sideshow, give you 2 capes, give you the normal cape and then the beach towel they originally used for it. The beach
towel.
Yeah, and they actually, again, for filming purposes, used a Star Wars beach towel as Boba Fett's cape.
Yeah, I have it over here. Yeah.
Yep. So
I agree. I totally agree. I absolutely 1,000% see them doing something like that. I mean, yeah, look at how good the we've all been tracking the animated Boba Fett. The vintage color one is starting to really rise, as we thought that it would. And that'd be like a no-brainer for them. Yeah, and I'd pick that up for sure. The white prototype Boba Fett. Let's go.
Yeah, and because here's the thing. If they do that, that also could potentially lead to them to do a figure from Rebels, the Imperial Super Commando, which we potentially may see when they go to Mandalore, and you're going to find Mandalorians still loyal to the Remnant, and they're obviously going to be white, or wear at least some part of the Imperial Super Commando uniform, which is essentially Stormtrooper Mando armor. So, if they do that, that's just kind of leads that we're going to see them in live action. So,
well, listen, I know you guys are going to go to Mark 1, but is it possible, I'll leave you with this, Nate, that at the end of the day, in a few years, you're going to have more Boba Fetts than freaking Iron Mans out there in a secondary market?
What are you talking about? Are you out of your mind? We're already there. What are you talking about? Boba Fett is the new Iron Man with his freaking Mando buddies and his Clone War buddies. They are the new Iron Man of Star Wars, okay?
I'm telling you. Well, listen, I gotta go get some decaf, guys, and go do some stuff with the family. Everyone that was looking for me to be live and raw tonight, you're not going to be able to do it tonight, but I will next Saturday after Nate's show. I will next Sunday. I'll be live and raw. But good seeing you guys. Let's do more of this. I'll try and hop on Wednesday. May the force be with you, baby.
Always.
All right,
Thank you.
have a good one,
See
nerds.
you.
Take care, guys.
See ya.
So damn, Ares came in and freaking broke the win out of nowhere. The 2-pack Boba Fett takes 2 points over the 1.5 for the repainted Boba Fett. I can't believe that. I can't freaking believe that freaking Ares came out of freaking nowhere.
Okay, that's like Han Solo. Like me. Okay, me and Bubba were like Darth Vader. You're like Luke and the X-Men coming. All of a sudden, Ares is like freaking Han, going woohoo, and then we're just spinning off into space, plotting our revenge.
Damn. But anyway, guys, if y'all are
Russell.
Ares broke the win. But anyway, guys, we're at almost 80. Wow, now we're 80 people watching.
Cool.
Please leave a like and comment. And those who have made it this far in the video, because we're streaming now, but those who are going to be watching this after, you made it this far, please hit that like. Please hit that subscribe if you've enjoyed this so far. Also, check out Buba Feet's channel. It's pretty much he does unboxing and reviews on his collection. And what are you looking to get pretty soon, man?
Well, honestly, right now I'm just laid back just because I recently purchased a big purchase. If you guys don't, you guys have heard of Master Replicas, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I recently just picked up I don't know. You know what I'm gonna say? I picked up a Master Replicas Luke Skywalker hilt from the Empire Strikes Back. Like a replica of it. And get this, it's signed by the man himself, Mark Hamill.
What?
Damn.
No!
I
am so my birthday was I think 2 weeks ago, and I purchased it for my birthday. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get this for my birthday. I was like, you know what? Happy birthday to myself. And I recently just got it on Tuesday, and honestly, I was so hyped. I really wanted to open it, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna film it. And I just filmed it today. Hilt is absolutely, it's gorgeous. And then that Mark Hamill signature is just, it's perfect. That piece is so beautiful, and I can't wait to put that video out there. And
dude,
yeah.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm subscribed. I freaking had the notification button. Once that pops up, I'm gonna freaking watch it, man. I need to watch that reaction. I need to know what you're doing, man.
Yeah, that thing is beautiful. But as of right now, I don't think I'm kind of cooled down. I'm just mainly I remember I saw some dude on Facebook. He was like, I've bought more pre-orders than actual figures, and that's basically what I'm doing right now. Just with all those pre-orders coming in, I mean, got to prepare myself.
Nice. Yeah, I know, man. We all got to prepare ourselves because quarter of 2022. We're freaking Hot Toys now, man, and we all know about it because freaking Denobi loves to preach about it. The end of days are coming. The end of days are coming with Hot Toys. When they're going to drop all these pre-orders on the quarter of 2022, everybody's going to get mad. Everybody's going to get wild. Denobi, he's trying to save us all from the destruction, man. It's getting crazy out there, man. So don't go too crazy on your pre-orders because once Hot Toys drops them all that freaking week, it's going to get maddening. I'm just telling you.
Indeed it will.
Yeah, especially if you collect other, manufacturers other than Hot Toys. Because, for one weird reason, you'll end up getting not only, 6 Hot Toys released, 3 of them being delayed, different variants. Then, if you got So-So Toys, if you got X06, if you've got, any of the other third-party companies, you're literally potentially at one point you can look at, 7 to 10 figures all being released, within 2 weeks of each other. So...
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be praying. For a freaking delay. Please give me another delay, Hot Toys. People collectors are like Hot Toys. Stop delaying figures. It's gonna be switched around. It's gonna be like, please, Hot Toys, delay a figure.
Yeah, literally. I know it's crazy. I mean, but I think there will be delays just because of the recent what we were talking about yesterday, about how there's still figures that still need to be released that were scheduled to be released on quarter 3 of this year. And I mean, to me, that's perfectly fine. I mean, I can wait just because, there's a bunch of pre-orders coming and, well, my wallet's not going to like that. But, I think there will be delays just because of how things are going right now with the current figures. And I mean, I think like I've seen a lot of people point out that I feel like Hot Toys is announcing more figures than they're actually releasing, which like I said, I think there will be delays on it, which will benefit most people. So
Yeah, I think this week or next week we're supposed to be getting either Mysterio or Thor. I'm thinking it's Mysterio because it was hinted that Mysterio, from my sources, was being released about a month ago. That was like not a month ago, about a few weeks ago. Uh, I was sourced that the Mysterio was the next Marvel figure to come out for release, official release. Not sure if it's gonna come with a head sculpt though. I'm praying it comes with a head sculpt. I know it's not gonna. It's not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
at this point, you would have heard something. You would have seen a leak. I mean, if there was going to be a head sculpt, they would have done with Mysterio what they've done with every single other, you know, hot toy that they can. They would bring it to the actor, and they would have the actor pose with it.
yeah,
And you've seen absolutely nothing of that. So, I mean,
yeah. No, go
I
ahead,
mean,
Donald.
oh yeah, no. I mean, hell, they have Paul Rudd with it. They have Paul Bettany as Vision, and every single figure. There's a picture of the actor holding it is for press, so there'd obviously be leaks and promo of that if we were
No,
getting a
yeah,
head sculpt.
definitely.
So
Yeah, I would have to agree with Don on that. As much as I would love Jake Gyllenhaal's head sculpt on that, I don't think we're getting that on there.
not for this Mysterio, and I preface by saying "quote unquote" this Mysterio
Yeah,
because we're probably going to see him again for Spider-Man. There's
yeah.
there's nobody, there's no room left in the house or whatever it is. Um, they're more than likely he's going to be back in some form or another. Or potentially, if we see a head sculpt, it's going to be for the CGI fishbowl suit. When he's wearing the mocap
Yeah,
suit,
yeah, yeah,
and then he has
yeah.
the mini drone, and it'll come with
Yeah,
like
the
the mini
drones.
drones. Yeah. So
We just gotta see, guys. But now for the next round of contenders, we've got the Mark One diecast version, the 3.0 Mark One versus the Iron Strange and the Armorized Deadpool. What's your thoughts on this, guys? What are your thoughts about the Iron Man Mark One 3.0? Start things off.
all right,
Who wants to go first?
yeah,
Someone go first.
yeah. Mark One all the way. I know people have been complaining about the size, but guess what? It's 11.8. It's almost the same size as the Mark Two. Maybe a hair taller.
11.8 inches. So it's literally the just the 2.0, but with new light up functionalities and diecast space. That's it. Like I don't think it's slightly bigger. I think it's just the same size.
No, it's the same. I think it's the same dimensions, except they've actually upgraded the what it looks like though, and how the diecast is. Because it's again, if you look at the 2.0 versus this one, the chest is different. This one's more accurate. Again, height wise is the same, but I don't think it's an exact reissue. I think it might be an update, and again with new diecast parts and the LED and the fan being run by USB. But for me, the other two aren't even in my thoughts. This is the Mark One. I'm just waiting for a few more points to hit in August. Then this will be a pre-order. So the other two, I'm not even concerned with.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So Iron Man Mark One with the number 1 point, and then the other is a 0. Damn.
Sweet.
Damn, Don, you hurted me with this. All right, Bubba, what you got? What you got for me, man?
Mark One all the
The
way.
Mark
For
1?
sure. Mark One all the way. For
Dude,
sure.
the Mark One. I know. Here's the thing, though. We've got so many people that were complaining about the figure already.
Oh yeah.
Some people were complaining about the size, that they thought that they lowered the actual height compared to the original 2.0. I'm here like, no, it was just a picture that was taken wrong with the size difference. It was not. It had nothing to do with the actual size of the figure, or the change of the figure. Like the Mark One 3.0 was standing on top of the ramp, and then people thought because of that height difference, it made it to where a 9-inch figure was 11.8 because of the freaking ramp and base. No, it was not the case. It's not 9 inches tall. It's 11.8 without the base. So that's a lot of people. I understand people get crazy because hell, freaking Sideshow had to switch the picture because of all the hate that was coming off this. Originally, it was on top of a base, on top of a ramp, and it was 11.8. So they had to do something. They had to change it up. So you see right here, they had to change it. But either way, guys, it's a do for me as well. Like the Iron Man Mark 1. Oh my god, already 3 points. Mark 1 is gonna win this fight. Damn.
Clean sweep right there.
Dude, the Mark 1 won this fight. I might as well just keep the Mark 1 by itself and just have the Iron Strange and Deadpool go at it. We'll talk about that in a minute because Mark 1, it's just a landslide win. No competition whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. We'll talk about it when we talk about Iron Strange. You literally can you can go buy a used Mark 50. You can buy a head sculpt. You can buy the accessory pieces. You can make your own Iron Strange for a hell of a lot less than what Hot Toys wants for you.
Oh, dude, it's so
yeah. And the fact is, Iron Strange doesn't even come with a helmet.
Oh yeah, huh? He doesn't. It's just the head sculpt, right?
Yeah, no neck piece, no helmet. It's just, yeah. So
no, that's definitely a no for me. I think the only difference would be the chest piece. I think it's like the
Agamotto. But there was a guy on Facebook, and he still might be. He is 3D printing those. You can make one. And you can put those on. You can get the third party kits that made the actual the hand cannons that fully went around. And then there's another company that actually not only sold the 4 the nano blasters, but unlike the Hot Toys ones, these ones actually light up.
Yeah, one. Yeah, I think that one I think someone was asking to make the I guess the little things that he has on his wrists, but I think for sure that's something that I mean for sure I would never pick that up, but I mean that's definitely no for me. And it's really expensive too. Yeah,
that's hilarious right there. Doc is like, anyone else over 15K in pre-orders? At this point I'm at 70 pre-orders, so I don't even remember the numbers of prices. So I don't even consider prices anymore. I just consider number of pre-orders I got. So I don't even think about
I'm maybe 25% of that. I think maybe I'm at $3,000 in pre-orders for everything, not just Hot Toys, but $3,000 for everything, and that includes XO6 Picard and Data. So
yeah, I think like what Nate was saying. Honestly, at this point, it's just the number of pre-orders. I don't even look at the prices really. It's just I don't even know how. I think I have maybe 20, 21 pre-orders right now. Just a little bit, but they're all Hot Toys right now. All Hot Toys. Excited for those things.
But guys, man, the Mark 1 definitely wins it out of the park as far as purchases are concerned. Because we got 4 Iron Mans if you consider it. We got the Neon Tech Mark 50. Wow, that's funny. The Neon Tech Mark 50. I didn't even think about adding it to the list because I didn't even think of it as a freaking Iron Man. I thought that's what's crazy. The Deadpool Iron Man, the Armorized Deadpool, is more of an Iron Man figure than the freaking Neon Tech Mark 50. That's hilarious. If you think about it, damn.
Again, as we said before, it's not Iron Man, it's Rinsler. It's Tron Rinsler to go against your blue Tron Iron Man. So, I mean, literally, I think they did that intentionally, because if you stand them off, it's literally Tron versus Rinsler. And especially with the color schemes and the way that the colors are presented and
their shapes and stuff.
Exactly, so.
Damn, Star Child, 105 pre-orders. Damn, man. Oh my god, please hit the likes. Hit the likes, hit the F in the chats for my boy Star Child, because R.I.P. the wallet, bruh.
For real.
R.I.P. the wallets. Hit the F in the chats. Please,
Damn.
bro, God, hit that F,
Rip.
baby. Rip. Rest in peace, wallets. Rest in peace. But, alright, guys. Enough talks about the Mark 1. The final thoughts about it, I will say this much. This is your opportunity to pick up the damn Mark 1. Like, I don't want to hear freaking complaints 2 years down the road where people are like, man, I should have picked up that Mark 1 diecast.
They're going to be asking me, looking for a reasonable price.
This is the
anyone,
first
I've got
diecast version of it. This is not a reissue. This is the first diecast version of the Mark 1. So you better not miss this chance.
Yeah, no one's gonna respond. Hey, hook a brother up, or I need a fan price. No,
yeah,
I mean, again, with this thing, because again, at $455, I mean, here's one of those things. Yes, it's the Mark 1, but it's $455. It is by far the most expensive 1/6 scale Iron Man. So right off the bat, that is going to detract some people. Then other people have issues with the size. And then other people, for whatever reason, they're not going to get it. So, just because it's the Mark 1, don't think it's going to have the same numbers as the Mark 50. So, I mean, it's one of those things. It'll have decent numbers, but it might not have as many numbers as you think. Because it is price prohibitive to some people. So, yeah, $455 is the fan price.
It's the fan price. Like the literal fan in the back. Yeah, I got you. But either way, guys, I think this was like a fight that the Iron Man Mark 1 was going to win over the other two. So 3 if you consider the Neon Tech. So we're not even going to discuss this to face off the others because he already won 3 freaking points already, and no one's considering from this group anything else. Damn, that's messed up.
Can I just say something real quick? This is the Star Child. As I have said once or twice before, I sold the ring and bought Transformers. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just say that that's a funny thing. That kind of was relevant.
No, you keep you brought that up before.
It's just funny because people. Funny. It's just yeah. So.
Let me see. All right, guys. The most controversial figure of freaking Toy Fair / Summerfest. Hell, like I thought the Cyborg Spider-Man was the most controversial figure because it took the place of the freaking Cyborg. But Cyborg is coming out for August. For reveals, right? But no one saw this coming. I knew there was going to be another Iron Man coming out. Right? Another Iron Man tease other than the Neon Tech. Like, I knew there was going to be another Iron Man. I just didn't fathom that it was going to be the deleted scene from freaking Infinity War. Didn't even think about this. For $440.
That's expensive right there.
Bubba, tell me what's going on here, man.
Honestly, when I saw that, because every time they release stuff, it's either I'm awake at night or I wake up to it, and I swear to you, I thought I was dreaming. I was like, was this actually real? And I saw the showcase lineup. I was like, no way, this is real. And I was just like, I really didn't have no words. I'm like, I kind of just told myself, this is not for me. But I mean, if you like it, by all means. You like it, but to me, honestly, I think, in my honest opinion, I feel like it's just a waste of resources. In my opinion, I just really think that they should have focused on making other things that people would have wanted. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a few people that would want this, but and then what Dom said was the price of it. Like it's really expensive, and then I mean you can have the choice of basically getting I think the Mark. I don't know which Mark this is. I think the 50, right?
Yeah,
it's the Mark 50.
Yeah, you can literally get a Mark 50 and then get Doctor Strange head sculpt and then put it on there and then get the 3D parts. I think that's your better option than just getting it from here, just because of how priced this thing is. And I wouldn't be honestly surprised if I see this thing going on sale on Sideshow later down the line. If I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, I mean because the Toy Fair exclusives and other special offs. Like we were talking about them earlier today, on Amazon. At one point, and again, just to tell you, again for Amazon for survival in our 1/6 survival page. At one point today on Amazon, Hellboy from the latest movie was, someone bought it, was $187 shipped. You know, at one point the Mark 85 is going for $350 shipped. And then Stealth Spider-Man with the actual base, the Molten Man base, that was $240 shipped. So, but yeah, like this is gonna be one of those figures that's you're gonna be able to get it on Amazon for like $140 to $160 below retail.
Yeah, definitely. I really think that's what this figure is gonna be. And I want to point out on the comments, I don't know, Penny Vincent, I don't know.
Yeah,
they said like with the likes. I did forget that part where in Hong Kong, I mean, Iron Man is basically like a god out there. Like it's insane. And I would understand like out there it probably will sell well, but I mean, and here in the States, I honestly do not see like this being a figure that's gonna be, I mean, too crazy.
Wait, give me a second. Oh my god, no way!
What?
You're not kidding about the freaking likes. What? I can't believe this. Okay. So here's the Mark 1, right? The Mark 1 on the Facebook page. 3.3K, right? Yep. You see that, right? You see that? Okay.
Yep, 3.3.
Okay. Look at 2.2K for the Boba Fett and Repaint Throne, right? 1.2 on the Boba Fett alone. Armorized Deadpool, 3.6K.
3,000 more than Iron Mark 1.
3.5 for the Spider-Man Black and Gold. And then the Iron Straight was 16K!
Oh gosh.
Damn!
How many bots? Yeah. Okay, so 9.3K likes, 3.9K hearts, 2.2K. Okay, wait, what? Only 13 people hated this? Get out of here! Get out of here! Nah, get out.
Hot Toys Hot Toys about to be pruning something.
Oh my god, there's a
That's
reason.
Crazy.
Oh my god, there's a reason why. There's a reason why we gave so many freaking Iron Mans. Look at the numbers.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Then I'm gonna be honest. If this does well in Hong Kong, I say Wong is on the table. I absolutely think Wong would be on the table if this sells well enough.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Especially in the fact he's in the 10 rings.
I thought you were kidding, Penny. I was like, nah, Penny, you're lying. I had to go to the Facebook page.
That's
damn.
I didn't even know that up until he commented that. I was like, damn.
I'm in shock.
Hey, I'll give you 14. Okay, hey, Star Child. Okay, I'll be your 14. Hey, angry 14. Angry 14 right here. There you go. We got the 14 Angries. Yes. I can't believe this, man. 16K. Oh my god, man.
Damn.
Literally 16K people love this. Don't even count the angry people, okay? Those numbers are chump change. Oh my god, dude. Like, honestly, like, Iron Strange 1. Like, if we weren't talking right now about, like, if we weren't saying so much crap about the Iron Strange right now, it doesn't even matter. Iron Strange won this. Like, it beat, like you literally need to combine all the likes.
And you still don't get there.
You still don't get it.
Yeah, literally. That's crazy.
Wow.
I guess a lot of people do want this then, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, I said it before, guys. Even though we do get a lot of the even though we do get a lot of the Star Wars figures more over here than HK or in that that area, but the thing is they're freaking best. All right, their freaking best sales comes with the Iron Mans.
Oh yeah,
figures.
Like I said,
that's why we got so many neon techs.
Yep.
So, damn, man, that really it wasn't surprising, but the amount of likes was out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was something. I don't know. I mean, like you said, like I said earlier, like literally Iron Man is like a god out there. Like it's not even funny. Like I don't know. Personally, me, like I would get like one or two. I don't have an Iron Man figure right now, but if I were to get one, I'd get like one or two at most. But I mean, I know like I've
Oh,
seen like collections out there where it's like they literally have every single one of them. It doesn't matter which one it is, they have every single one, and it's like
I'll just tell you this. If by chance you get one Iron Man figure, look into the quarter scale. Because again, if it's one of those things, if you get one, you might want to get the quarter scale. If you're going to get a whole bunch of them, go for the 6 scale. Because the quarter scales are minimum, 650.
I've seen them before, and I've kind of I don't know. It's
Well, I
it's
mean,
that's a
yeah, right
slippery slope.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
it's kind of hard to
slippery.
see, but I mean
Yeah,
the
yeah,
base on them are insane too. Like it comes with an actual like quarter scale like
oh, okay.
ironmonger arm,
Let me
and it
show that
comes
real
with a
quick.
well,
Look
you
at that
really can't
quarter
see it.
scale. Wow,
I think
look at
it's huge.
that.
It's nice.
Yeah, I mean the base alone is almost half as tall as a 1/6
Yeah,
scale figure. So
yeah, yeah. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
they
man. I recommend if you want to get your first Iron Man, right? I recommend the Hulkbuster. Let me see if I can fix my camera before I wreck it. Oh my god, freaking Neon Tech War Machine, get out the way!
you finally put
There
him
you
down,
go.
and now he's in the way.
There's the Hulkbuster. Yeah,
that thing is huge. That thing looks
It is.
so sick.
that's that's one of my favorites. But yeah, guys. The thing is, here in the states, no, don't fall, War Machine. Now I gotta put him down. Now I gotta put him down. Now he was a freaking fall on me. There you go. God, freaking War Machine, give me a heart attack. All right.
Save that.
Okay, so what I was gonna say. Okay, cool. As far as like the the um the sales here in Sideshow, right? A lot of the sales here in Sideshow and a lot of figures that are bought from Sideshow they're already bought. All right, they just have these batches coming in. They already bought them. Okay, so whether we pre-order through Sideshow or not, those numbers don't affect what Hot Toys is working with over there, over in HK. Their real numbers are over in HK. And that's why we see so many Iron Man. A lot of people are complaining, who pre-ordered this? Who's doing this? You know who's doing it? People that enjoy the Iron Mans in their freaking regions over there. So
Yeah,
that's
people who will wait 6 to 8 hours in a line in 98-degree temperature, including going up and down office stairs, to pay 50% down for this figure. That is what is happening. Again, on the post, like even today, there are pictures of people, waiting, and people are asking how come they just don't do an online thing. And this weird thing is, the vast majority of people in Hong Kong, they don't want to do it online. They want to physically go to secret base, give them the 50% down, and walk out with the actual receipt. Now, whether that's for them to be able to like flip it to someone else or to Toys Wonderland, or to actually physically know they have it procured, who knows? But the vast majority of people in Hong Kong, they don't want to do pre-orders online. They want to physically go and order it. And so like Iron Man, not only is Iron Man so popular, you got to think every pre-order, they're getting half that money up front. Where in the United States, we're only giving them 10%, and that 10% is going to Sideshow. Whereas in Hong Kong, you put that money down at secret base, that's going directly back to Hot Toys. So.
Oh, Zach, to answer your question, is Thor this week? It's been hinted that it's either Mysterio or Thor this week. So I'm guessing we're going to see Mysterio because I've been hearing a lot more rumors about Mysterio coming out versus Thor, because Thor was more of a recent rumor that was coming out. Hell, Hot Toys might even put out both those releases for Thor and Mysterio. They have released multiple figures before, pretty much actual release, not pre-order release, but actual released for both figures before. So I could see that happen. But yeah, Thor. I could see Thor being halted for another month.
Damn, that's a long time. I think you're supposed to come out what, Q2 of this year? I think, right? Something like that.
All I know is they're all delayed. Everyone and
Yeah.
their mother is freaking delayed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and I'll be honest with this too. I feel like this is a cheap way. This is a cheap out by Hot Toys. I mean, because if you've seen how they're gonna connect like those standing like the laser pods, they've
Yep.
got them on a piece of black plastic, like white clear plastic. I mean, how hard for them would have them to take like the UV system where they have the stand up lights and take something like that with the LEDs and run it so it's reflective. So that one or two LEDs in that pole, they can reflect, and so at least you have some effect of the back blasters lighting up.
yeah, a lot of people have said that they're literally going to buy the Iron Strange, just get the accessories, and just sell the Iron Strange by itself on eBay. And because no one wants this. Like, on our side of the pond, nobody wants this. Everybody and their mother over there wants this. Of course, because they got all these freaking Iron Mans coming out.
Again, and I'll just
But-
say this for people who are thinking about buying this just for the two arm cannons and the 4 back pieces. There is a third party company. I don't know. I can't remember the name right now. They actually made 2 specific sets of these exact things. They made a chest like a chest. I mean, not chest. Like the hand cannon both sides, and then they actually made the 4 panels, and the 4 panels with the third party company actually light up. So, and they come with physical stands, so you can position them wherever you want. So, just saying.
Yeah, Wu Toys did the Mark 50 accessory. I remember that. Yeah.
Yep. And they made the 2 kits. So again, folks, if you're thinking about just getting this for the accessories, look into getting the Wu Toys accessory kits. It'll save you a hell of a lot of money, and you'll be able to place your order tonight and hopefully get it. If you find them and you buy them, shipped out in the next few days. So, again, do a little bit of research, and thank Fat Gadget for the name of the manufacturer.
But I think we stayed a little bit too long with the Iron Strange because like I said, I didn't expect 16K on Facebook. Out of your damn minds with this. But I'm getting it. But if I had to choose, this is a 0 for me. If I had to choose within the roster of the Mark 1, Armorized Deadpool, and the Iron Strange right now, I would say no to this. I would say no.
Yeah,
I'm picking it up. No, it doesn't matter. I'm picking it up. But if I had to choose between the 3, I would say no. It's a no for me, unfortunately. I think they could have done a lot better Iron Man release than this. But it's still a cool release, though. I'm picking it up. But personally, I would have preferred Star Boost. Or maybe the rumored Mark 6 quarter scale. Ooh, that would have been nice. Not gonna lie. But anyway, let's move on to the Armorized frickin' Deadpool. So, what are your thoughts on the Armorized Deadpool, guys? Don Prime, tell me.
I'll be honest. This is kind of like I as far as what the armor looks like, I love it. It almost invokes like anime style, with the lines and how the shapes and the cuts are going. Now, this is kind of like one of those things where I'd almost want to know if they're going to continue and put the other 3 other characters this supposedly should be with. Again, according to comics, I think it was supposed to be in addition to Deadpool, Wolverine, Cap, and Tony Stark, and like Armorized Warrior. So it's one of those things. Are they only going to do Deadpool, or are they going to then do next year Armorized Warrior Logan, and then an Armorized Warrior Cap? So who knows? It's kind of like a kind of have to wait and see, because as a one-off, yeah, it's cool, but why? So
I would have to.
So you're not sure. So you're not sure about this.
Yeah, because even in the thing, because it says it's a comic masterpiece. So right off the bat, though, it kind of indicates that they're potentially thinking about doing the rest of the figures, but without confirmation, it's like I don't even want to put the money down because it's so niche. You know, it would look good. Like some people are saying, it would look good next to like War Machine, Punisher, War Machine. But at the same time, how many people are going to drop $405 for an armorized Deadpool just by itself? Now, if there's like
I got a Neotech War Machine for almost 400.
So,
But
Boba Feet,
I would
you got
agree.
some
if you put
fans
that-
here. You got
but
some
if you put that
fans
next-
here, man.
awesome. But if you put that next to like an armorized Wolverine, where instead of the swords, like he has 3 giant spikes coming out, it like almost like what was his name from Mortal Kombat? Goro, not Goro, but whatever. And so he has like katana blades coming out of his hands, or the armorized hands, something like that. Then you're talking about these would be great companion pieces to each other. You know, basically it's Deadpool and Logan and Stark Tech.
All right, Boba Feet, tell me what your thoughts on the Armorized
I mean,
Deadpool.
I've been agreeing with Don on a lot of these things, and I would say the same thing. It's basically like it's cool. It's a pretty cool figure. I'm not gonna like lie about that, but someone else said on the comments that it's not their cup of tea, and I would agree with that. And especially at being at $405, like they said, they'll put that towards a Mark One diecast, and I would do the same thing
Yeah,
too.
Baraka.
I mean, it's basically what the Mark One's what $50 more, and I mean
Yeah,
at that point,
55.
might as well get the Mark One. And I mean, it's cool and all, but I think I'm gonna have to say what I said with the Doctor Strange, that it would it'd basically be discounted. I feel like it would be discounted for sure, like later on down the line.
Yeah, it definitely will be discounted. I think it's going to sit for a minute, kind of like the War Machine Punisher. And I think this will sit well with your War Machine Punisher. Like, this really has that same energy with the War Machine Punisher. And I love the War Machine Punisher. I love it. It's literally the Mark III War Machine, but with a Punisher skin. The Armorized Deadpool, if the Mark One was not on the list, this would have been an absolute winner for me. 1 point. It would beat out the Iron Strange and the Neon Tech Mark 50 because this screams out Gundam for me. It's like Deadpool in a Gundam suit, like miniaturized. And that's how I feel about it. And I love my Deadpools. I got so many Deadpools. Like, I got the Sideshow Deadpool. I'm working on getting my Venomized Deadpool. I got all the Deadpools from all the movies that he's come out with, except for, any third parties that came out with the Deadpool with the sealed mouth, which is not Deadpool. It was stupid. Anyway, I'd be picking this up. Like, this will be in my top list as of right now, if the Mark One wasn't on the list. But yeah, like I said, from the beginning of this video / stream, I'm gonna collect them all. The only one I am still hesitant with is the Black Widow, because I'm like, I like the EndGame Black Widow, but this one has the better head sculpt, with the more accurate head sculpt with the Black Widow solo movie. Her head sculpt is a lot more accurate, but there's the EndGame version too, so it's a big, I don't know, man. It's I don't know for me. I'm very hesitant. I'm very weirded out about what I'm going to do with the Black Widows. But this one right here, the freaking Armorized Deadpool, it's a freaking weapon for me. It's freaking beautiful. I love the red paint. I love everything about it. It's freaking it's a war machine. It's a war machine with a Deadpool look.
Yeah, and here's the thing. At least from my perspective, and kind of like the Gundam, it looks, and again, it has a lot to do with the way they painted the helmet, because the helmet's supposed to look like Deadpool's mask, and it looks perfectly. And especially when they've got the picture where it's far away, it doesn't necessarily look like a Stark armor. It looks more like he's wearing a mech suit, or like the jacket from Edge of Tomorrow. You know, when it definitely looks more like a mech suit or an armor suit than an Iron Man Stark suit. So, I mean, and then it's basically a modified War Machine Mark III.
Yeah, it's a Mark IV. It's a modified Mark IV, but with a Deadpool skin.
Okay, I mean, and honestly, they did a decent job at modifying it, because if you put that next to the standard Mark IV, you might have especially if you didn't know that, you might have a time saying, "Oh, well, it's the same base body." So,
Oh my God, freaking Thrawn, Admiral freaking Thrawn has entered the freaking comments. Man, I was wondering, man, I haven't seen you the past few streams.
he's busy and plotting over his takeover.
That's true. He is coming for the Mandalorians. He's coming for Mandalore. He's coming.
Yes. Got to get that 7th fleet ready.
They get the 7th fleet ready. So, Boba Feet, your final thoughts on the Armorized Deadpool?
I think it's cool. It looks. I think that's something that if you have the money for it, by all means. Personally, for me, we won't be picking that up, but it's definitely, in my opinion, better than the Iron Strange for sure. Definitely, yeah. I would say it's better than Iron Strange.
Yeah, definitely better than the Iron Strange. My wallet is gonna hurt me so bad, but I am picking up mostly all of them, especially the Iron Strange. I think the Iron Strange is probably gonna be my last pickup because that one's gonna sit.
Yeah,
that one is gonna sit
for
forever.
Sure.
That's gonna sit forever. I'm okay. It's probably gonna have free shipping on it. It's gonna have like a discount code, kind of like as of right now. If you guys go on the Sideshow site, Venom Pool, that big hulking figure. It has a 10% discount on it right now with free shipping for the Sideshow Con, and that's pretty much $40 off. So you pretty much you're spending $40 for the deposit, and you're getting $40 discounted on that figure. So if you guys, my God, 100 people watching! This is the first people. Hit them likes, 100 people watching. That's a first. Oh my God, we have hit 97 1 point, but we never hit 100. 101.
Oh, we just broke the century mark. Nice.
Grandpa, baby. Wow.
Thank you.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. 101 people. Hey, thank you, everybody, for coming in, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you, folks.
But yes, the Armorized Deadpool is a fun figure to have. And also, guys, if you haven't checked the Last Chance video, everybody's been commenting on the side. I also posted it on the 6 Survival Guide. So, guys, if you guys want to be up to date on certain figures that are probably going to sell out, when I get the chance to, I usually try to post on 6 Survival Guide on last minute figures are about to sell out or 5-minute blue screens. You want to stay on top of that on the Facebook page. And also, I posted this morning, I think it was the Ant-Man hitting Last Chance. I know a lot of people are not too happy with the Ant-Man because of that damn head sculpt. The head sculpt isn't too bad, but the smiling effect really was annoying.
It was wonky. It was really wonky, in my opinion.
Really? What was your thoughts on it, man?
I honestly, I saw that. I was like, I don't know. I mean, look, it looks like Paul Rudd if you cover it from the mouth down. But then you add that, and it's just like, I don't know. It was just funny. To me, I was like, ew, when I saw that for the first time. It was in my cup of tea for that one.
Wow. What about you, Don? Tell me.
Well, I just want to say about Venom Pool, on this buyer beware, he has a very suspect body. I'll just say this. Again, there have been previous reviews where his body has disintegrated out of the box, brand new, and his literal hip joint has disintegrated, and you can't stand him up. His leg is literally like disattached from the hip joint, or there's plastic issues. So again, if you're thinking about this, do your own research. If that's something you want to maybe take a gamble on, or that you think you're gonna get a good figure, go right for it. Again, just do your own research on this. There have been instances that have been documented, particularly with this figure's body, and might have something to do with the color of dye or plastic they used. So,
I'm very surprised. I was very surprised with this release because I'm like, because this figure's so heavily built, right? You would think that they would have done a lot better to maintain the whatever rubber or pleather. I've seen this happen before with the Thanos. for some reason, Thanos, I don't know why, but I've been hearing that Thanos, the actual 1/6 from Infinity War, had issues with peeling. I'm like, how? Does that thing freaking peel? Like, I've been hearing people using 303 to maintain the body, you know? I'm like, what is going on with these big figures like this? With all this rubber?
It's got to
off?
do something with like the humidity and the temperature it's at. I mean, I don't know how it would just start splitting and cracking unless there were massive shifts, like temperature and humidity, between one point and another, Just an example, like when you're in the desert, when they say the deserts are cold at night, it's not necessarily because of the temperature. It's what's called the temperature shift. If it's 120 during the day, but then at night it's 75. 75 ain't cold. But your body experienced a 45-degree shift in temperature, so therefore your body is cold. So again, it's like the same thing with certain materials and certain plastics. It's the temperature shift, it's the variation. And not only the amount of variation, but how fast it happened. So those are, again, it also depends on where you live in the world. Again, and that also comes into play. So
yeah, definitely. It does.
Yeah, Boba Feet, I'm guessing you have a few figures with pleather, right? The
yeah, I have. Well,
Dark Side
mostly,
Anakin. Dark Side Anakin.
yeah,
The straps
Dark
are
Side
pleather,
Anakin,
right?
Dark Side Anakin. Who else? Count Dooku's boots, because they're pleather as well. Director Krennic's boots. I mean, mainly they're just boots. I mean, they're not really like outfits except for Dark Side Anakin's. Yeah, I think that's the only one. But yeah, and so far so good. I mean, thankfully I haven't had any issues, which I'm really excited about or just happy about because I've seen people and it just does not look pretty, and I don't want to go through the hassle of like one taking care of it. If it does get really damaged, I know people tend to like go out and look for it, and it's just like it's such a pain. But luckily where I'm at, I just make sure like my room is good in temperature and all that, so all my figures don't get damaged for the most part.
I got you, man. Speaking of those kind of figures, man, do you think the freaking let me see if they release this, the freaking King Shark, man, do you think that this body's gonna peel? Oh my god, I can't even imagine this freaking figure peeling. Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't even know what material. Well, what type of material would they even use for that?
like the
Would it
same as
be
Thanos or
Yeah,
Hulk.
the rubber, right? Some type of rubber.
right? Yeah, it looks like rubber to me, just like kind of just textured, like to make it seem like more smoother. If that makes
And yeah,
sense.
color variations are like a great white shark.
Yeah.
And the thing is, because Sylvester Stallone is playing him, I think this might actually get made. I don't think this is necessarily a flex. I think this might actually go into full production based on pre-orders. Because it's one of those crazy figures that just because it's a shark, it'll sell,
Yeah, it's unique in its own way.
Wait a minute. It's going to be a power pose? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me this is just going to be another sort of statue. Like I like kind of like what they did with the Hulkbuster 2.0. It was pretty much a glorified statue. I would not want this to be a power pose, man. I want this to be articulated.
I mean, if you look at it,
I'll say no.
well,
I'll say no to this, man. I'm not picking this up.
well, look at the shoulders. He's got a socket joint gap,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I see
And then
that
you
too.
can see he's coming with different hands. Because
Oh,
not
he
only
does.
can you see the seam gap, you can see them down in front of him. Yeah. And then he also has his prison shorts in other pictures.
Nah, maybe it's not, man. Maybe it's not. But
I mean, I don't see his.
That would
I
break
mean,
my heart, man. That would break. My
I'll be
heart.
honest with you. I mean, I wouldn't even doubt potentially he has minor articulation in the neck as you can move it a little bit. Because why else would there be those seam lines? I mean, unless they're trying those to represent gills, but they're awfully long and perfectly, segmented. So who knows?
You do have a good point there, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, how would you even turn the head? Because it doesn't look like there's a certain angle where you could turn it. It kind of just looks, you know.
funny. Oh my god. More articulation than the shark dude. That's King Shark, single songwriter. Respect the
Doc
king.
Smizzle. We request more elaboration from Hottoys.
We request more elaboration. Freaking Vision. We need Vision. White Vision, come in. Come in, man. Get that meme going. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh, that hurts me just a tad. Oh my god. That hurts me so bad, man. Yo, Boba Feet, you got some of your fans here, man.
Yeah. Shout out MW Prodigy. That's my boy right there.
But yeah, guys, King Shark it will be a day one pre-order for me. Absolutely, absolutely, it will be a day one pre-order for me because this was one of the figures I was hoping for Hottoys to actually put out. For the Suicide Squad, like it was among my top three. It was like Bloodsport, King Shark, and then Harley Quinn. If we only got those three, I'll be fine with Sideshow.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest. If they're doing King Shark, I think they might actually do John Cena. What was this, Peacemaker? Because like I said before, I think he's either working on a sequel or a spin-off series. Like a mini-series or something, because he's not done with Peacemaker. He's got a solo project. So, I mean, and his figure would actually be kind of easy to make. He's basically like a toilet bowl over his head in chrome. So,
well, like Boba Feet said, that Kenobi might be teased for Sideshow Con this week. So we might see freaking Kenobi, man. How long has it been, Boba Feet? What, a year?
Yeah, it's basically they teased it in Sideshow Con. I remember the very first pictures that came out for, I guess, the previews of the figures that they were showing was Obi-Wan. Everyone was going crazy for it. And honestly, I was going for crazy for it too. And not only was I going crazy for it, I honestly thought they were going to drop it that same week. But here we go, a year later, and we still don't have it. So fingers crossed that we get that, and he can go well with my Anakin, the Clone Wars Anakin, of course, and
yeah. So you are picking up the Clone Wars. You are picking up the Clone Wars Anakin.
Yeah, every single Star Wars hot toy, I'm picking up every single one, for sure.
Yeah, I've got a lot of hate from the Anakin for that Anakin figure. I'm surprised. I'm like, I know a lot more people want the actual Dark Side Anakin, but or Revenge of the Sith Anakin, but this is hero Anakin. Why are you gonna pass up on the hero of the Clone Wars? Like that's the look.
Well, some people might see it as that way because there's still a lot of people who are fans of the films that have never watched the cartoons, or for whatever reason won't refuse to watch them, so they won't pick that one up because again, it's not Revenge of the Sith Anakin. It's a cartoon version of him with a humanized head sculpt. That's what some people will effectively view this figure as. It's not their Anakin.
And a lot of people I do remember. I remember a lot of people when, not specifically Anakin, but I remember when Rex was first announced. A lot of people were bothered to the fact that it wasn't the animated Rex. And I know a lot of people still felt that way with the Anakin too. So I mean, I think that played a big part into people not liking it, just because people wanted the animated Clone Wars, Anakin instead of a humanized Clone Wars Anakin. So I think that played a big role in that, or not a big role, but just a role into that too.
No, I definitely understand that. I think I think a lot of people were disappointed with not being an official animated figure. But the thing is, Hot Toys does live action figures.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna make an animated figure unless they turn most of their animated figures, like the animated Boba Fett, into a live action version of that.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and specifically that's why Sideshow somehow has a new Clone Wars license, and that's why they're doing their specific animated line. So it's like they came right out of the Clone Wars show. It's not a dramatic license of, putting real human aspects onto a 3D model. No, they're being actually sculpted and painted as 3D models just in a physical 3D form of a 12-inch figure. So,
all right. Sinister is asking. Where's it? There you go. If you have either Revenge of the Sith Anakin, or I guess the other Anakin, from Revenge of the Sith, Dark Side Anakin, and regular and vanilla Anakin, do you need this one? Do you need the Clone Wars Anakin, the hero Anakin of the Clone Wars? Do you really need it? I think that's what he's asking. Because you already have the other Anakins, do you need another Anakin? Let's go with you, Boba Feet.
Honestly, I don't really think you need it. I'm just getting it just because I also want to like see how it is and basically review it for people that are debating on getting it. But to be honest, if I didn't have that choice, let's say if I wasn't doing that, I honestly think I would be fine with my Revenge of the Sith one. Even though I have the dark side, I don't have the light side version, which I do want, but it's not like, it's not like how I felt through other figures. I feel pretty like fulfilled with that one, at least for now. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to your choice. If you like really are like kind of like feeling like wanting that figure, I say go for it. I mean, for me, most of my figures that I have now, I kind of just said, all right, I'm gonna buy it and then like see how I feel, and most of them I still have. So it's like, to me, I think the Clone Wars Anakin is really starting to grow on me. So I mean, it's all in preference really. But I mean, if you want a short answer, basically, I don't think you need the Clone Wars Anakin if you don't really need it. You know.
Gotcha.
I mean, I have the normal version. I also have both his Graphic Saber and the Dooku Saber. The specific helps. I've got CCFL sabers installed in those, so I've actually went full out, with my Revenge of the Sith Skywalker. Now, the only thing that would potentially lead me to think about getting this is the armor that he's wearing. But again, This isn't the same sculpt that's with the Revenge of the Sith, and for whatever reason, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a fan of the way that his face is done in this. Again, and it's subjective. It's just I just don't like how it looks. And again, maybe it's his cheeks are puffed out a little bit too much. It doesn't look natural. But to me, it doesn't look visually appealing. So.
No, I get you. And I think they changed the hair length too. I think it's a little shorter than the Revenge of the Sith hairstyle that he has for the figure.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a little shorter, more. But look at that freaking Kenobi, though. I'm thinking that once they drop that Kenobi, people are going to be jumping on the Anakin Skywalker.
Definitely.
To have them both together. I think that's the reason why no one has pre-ordered or is going after this figure, because they want the Kenobi first, and then you want to pair the General Kenobi with your hero Anakin Skywalker.
I think once people see like hold on, give me a second. I think once people see Rex with, I guess, when Anakin releases, I think that's when people are gonna want him now. Because you know how like Rex, like in the very beginning of Clone Wars, he had this armor when when Rex was in the Clone Wars. So I think that's another thing too. Like I think people, once they start seeing Rex with Anakin, I think that's when they'll be like, okay, like I think I'm gonna want this now.
Yeah, I feel that it's going to be a very interesting year, and the thing is, Kenobi might be appearing. He might be appearing. The actual figure itself, the General Kenobi figure, it might be the one that's going to be appearing on Sideshow Con. Like, come on, Hot Toys needs other figures. Come on, Hot Toys, you didn't put out all the stops on Summerfest. Why are you partnering up with Sideshow just to do a recap? I think Kenobi is going to be.
Now let me ask you a question. Then.
What's up?
Again, because there's rumors of there being flashback scenes in Kenobi, and potentially of him in Clone Wars armor. They've already filmed some episodes. Now, at this point, do you think there would be any? They're waiting potentially for something like any teaser or anything like that. Potentially, maybe at D23 or at Celebration, which is only like in 6-7 weeks. So rather than that potentially coming out this week, do you think they would release specifically the Kenobi at the Disney maybe even Anakin and Kenobi together at the Disney convention or Star Wars Celebration.
It's gonna have to be exclusive, like exclusive to where you can only could buy it over there, and it has to be either Kenobi or hell, maybe an Iron Man, a special Iron Man.
Or do they do something like they did with D23 Cap, where again there was a specific endgame cap only for D23? You physically had to be there, and then there was the version that some people are still waiting for now. So were there any version where they have early prototypes for sale, and then they have the general one that's going to come out in 18 months? So, I don't know.
Yeah, I see more that, with the Kenobi show, we might see the reissue of Darkside Anakin / Vader with a 2-pack with the Kenobi from that show. Because there's supposed to be this flashback happening too. So if they'll probably do something to where they do something around the lines of kind of like what they did with Nightmare Batman and Black Superman for Snyder Cut. So they're probably going to do the same thing, but you might not get the actual lava droid. So that would be the difference.
So,
but anyway, guys, the final. I guess this is a good final question before we end the stream. DVS, is it possible? As I have Ventress, can't pronounce her name. Pronounce her name.
Asajj Ventress.
Asajj Ventress. Savage Opress. Hondo. Embo. Cad Bane, etc. as part of the Clone Wars line. I definitely could see all these, but I could definitely see Cad Bane coming out pretty soon because Cad Bane was revealed in Bad Batch.
Now, again, if they do a Cad Bane, I potentially could see them giving you the ability to do 2 versions. Basically what he looks like in Clone Wars, and then when you see him again in Bad Batch. Specifically, I don't know if that would be 2 head sculpt, or if that's a specific part that you could put on his head to simulate his metal plate. And then I think they give you a jacket, so again, for the Clone Wars look. And then they give you a different uniform for the Bad Batch look. I think that's realistically what they're potentially going to do. Again, just throw in a jacket and then a metal piece to put on his head, and therefore you have actually, again, 2 different series looks for Cad Bane.
Yeah.
How about you, Boba Feet?
I think so too. Cad Bane, I think, is definitely like one of those figures, especially since he came out on Bad Batch. I mean, and he's definitely a fan favorite. I've seen so many people wanting Cad Bane as a 6-scale figure, and I feel like I agree with them. I feel like it's way overdue. And I think this is the perfect opportunity to, at least now, especially now since he just came out recently. And who knows, maybe we'll see him again in Bad Batch. But, I mean, I think he's definitely one that we could see him being announced. I wouldn't say soon, but just in the near future. Than, I guess, the other ones, for sure.
And then, again, I could see Hot Toys doing a straight-up copy job of Sideshow. Again, if they're already going to make a Cad Bane, they already have a 501st Trooper. Again, right there, you already got Cad Bane in disguise. You just got to modify a Phase 1 helmet and put a rangefinder on it.
Basically, that's it.
Yep. So
I think we might see more of a wave of freaking clone troopers, man. I see that happening. Dude, come on. I see the clone troopers being more a priority over other main characters, and I feel that a lot of collectors are going to be pissed off with that. But again, Hot Toys will do what they do best. They will put out more figures that make money. And if the clone troopers are making that money, they'll put out
I guarantee you one thing.
Troopers. I
think Hauser's going to get a figure from Bad Batch.
Dude, that Hauser looks good.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That cyan color. He's just literally like a basic Phase 2, but with the the reversed Rex Pauldron, but the cyan. See, I mean, at this point, what I think you're going to, and realistically, I don't think Hot Toys at this point, I don't think you're going to start seeing the 41st Elite Corps, the 3, then the Bike Corps with, I just think what you're going to see is you're going to see the 501st, I think you're going to see the 212th, and then obviously the Coruscant Guard, which are the Shock Troopers. I think after that, you might be seeing Hot Toys go more specific to commanders or more specific individualized clones.
Yeah. I think
Now
so
again,
too.
I
Just
don't
because,
know. Yeah, I don't know if they hit up arcs and fives right away, especially phase two full done out arc uniform. But I think again, like the commanders themselves are going to be more done so than normal clone troopers. Yeah, they're going to make a normal clean 50 clone trooper. Where they do a shiny and then a veteran version. Who knows? But I don't think they're going to do like the bomb squad camo color or like the special ops version. I don't think those ones are coming.
yeah, I definitely see your point there. Like, I feel like they would, well, like you said, they would definitely go through individualized for sure. And I feel like what they really, if I feel like they really dropped the bag, and I think I did mention to Nate about this was about the ARC Trooper Jesse. I feel like they dropped the bag with that one. And what's his name? Oh, what's his name? He was
We were talking about
um
was Fox? Did we mention Fox yesterday?
no. I think I mentioned Jesse, but he was
Jesse, yeah,
yeah, but what's his name? Oh my gosh, I'm literally having brain fart. The guy that had the 212 I'm sorry, not
Cody?
the 332nd. No, the one that Vaughn, Captain
Okay.
Vaughn. He should
Captain
have got a
Vaughn,
Captain Vaughn.
yeah,
I really feel like, I mean, it was easy. It was literally easy. They already have what they need right here. They basically just need to use a Commander Cody head helmet and then just use this paint and that's it. I mean, I feel like they really should have, I guess, had the opportunity because a lot of people wanted him. I remember a lot of people actually made custom versions of him. But I mean, like I said, I really hope they do dive into it and more individually, especially with more coveted clones like Wolf, Ron, Jesse. I mean, like I said, the ARC troopers. I mean, definitely, I really feel like they should go towards
yeah.
that direction.
I said this before. I think Hot Toys missed their mark with releasing Coruscant Guard so early without putting out the representative of the Coruscant Guards, which is Commander Fox. You set Commander
Yep.
Fox first, and then you put out the Coruscant Guard, or you
And
put
then
the
you give him his
Coruscant
pup
Guard
though.
with your Fox.
And then you find a way to give him the Star Wars dog. The Star
Yeah,
Wars canine.
that would be like a deluxe item right there with Fox. I feel like that would be a really like cool deluxe item right there.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, that was the one mishap they did. They should have just held off the Coruscant Guard and waited till because I'm only picking up just two Coruscant Guards. I'm not just picking up just those two because honestly, what I'm gonna do with an army of Coruscant Guards if I don't have my Commander Fox with it? I'm just gonna
Yeah,
pick up two. I'm gonna set them up with
the mall.
the Maul, and that's it. Yeah, okay, I could see people developing squads with just Coruscant Guards with Fox, or with your
Mhm.
or with your Revenge of the Sith Palpatine. But that's nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
So, but
Yep.
either way, guys, thank you all for joining us tonight. We hit nearly 100. Wait, not nearly 100. We were at 101 viewers at one point. We were staying solid between that and 90 viewers. That is wild. Like I have not seen that before on the channel. That was the first. That was the
Yep.
first streaming wise, and I appreciate everybody who joined up tonight. And also, I appreciate freaking Boba Feet for accepting the invite to join us tonight.
Course.
Just talking about freaking figures, man.
Thank you for the invite. I'm glad I was able to be a part of this too, like the first 100 viewer, I guess, count right here.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
we've been sitting before the things started opening up. Before the summer, we hit about 97 people watching. That was the highest point on the channel, and that was during the early February and April months. And then after that, when things started opening up, the pandemic slowing down, people were getting out there a bit more. We started losing that count, and we stayed between 60 and 80 people. But
Mhm.
then now we just hit 100 freaking people. That was pretty cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, it got me very excited, and it's great to have you here witness that just 100 people just watching
Yeah.
on the
Cool.
stream. And also, guys, please, if you're just coming in and you're part of my channel, and you guys have not heard about Buba Feet and his unboxing reviews, and they're freaking hilarious. Check him out, man. 195 subscribers. Come on, let's hit that up to 200, guys. Come on.
Almost there. I think I'm at 196 now.
Someone said 196.
You know what?
Yeah,
Refresh it.
more.
Refresh it. See if he's got. Refresh it. See if it's hit while this went on.
Let's see right here.
I just refreshed it. Let's see.
Let me go my app real quick.
Come on, give my boy.
Oh, you got one. At least
he got one. Give my boy. Give my boy 4 more. 4 more subs, man. Come on, let's do it, man. But
show the love.
Show the love. Break that 200 for my boy, and also check out his review on the 501st, and check out his review on the his first video on the Mandalorian OG. That video was hilarious from the very start. Like it's pretty funny. But either way,
we got 2. We got 2 more.
We got 2 more.
Yo,
I just refreshed it. I just refreshed the page now. 200.
Oh, we got 200.
200.
Yay! Congrats, brother. Congrats.
Thank you.
Hit that 200, baby. Look at that, freaking 200. Awesome job,
man.
guys. Awesome job. Keep building it up, man. Keep building that up.
Appreciate it.
But, yeah, no problem,
Cool.
man. But anyway, guys, again, thank you all for coming in tonight. Buba Feet, do you want to say anything before we head out?
Well, I really appreciate coming on here. It was really fun doing this. I hope to do it more. I guess, like I talked to Nate, I would love to do this more often. And it was fun. It was really fun talking about this. Really cool. I really appreciate being on here, and thank you guys for having me on here.
Man, it was pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool. Dom Prime, anything else?
No, and just want to Penavison. I keep butchering your name. Probably an hour and a half ago, you put the comment. Yeah, as far as New York Comic Con, I've been before, and actually about grabbing an exclusive there. Yes, I know, and believe me, my hotel is like one of the closest ones to the Javits Center you can go to. That's literally, there's 2 hotels, so you probably know one of the 2 I'm staying at. But yeah, that's intentionally why I chose the hotel so close, because if I'm carrying anything, it's a short walk to the hotel. So I'm same line of thinking as you are, brother or sister. You gotta be. Hey, new world today. You gotta be sure. So.
All right, guys. Again, thank you for joining us. We'll be doing another stream Wednesday. You heard Aries; he might be popping in for Wednesday. We'll see what happens. Also, Buba Feet, you're more than willing to come join us on the weekends on Sunday streams.
Yes, sir.
You got a seat if you're available. Pretty much 6 p.m. Eastern, going to 8 p.m. We usually stay a little bit longer, but pretty much that's the goal, just 8 p.m. usually. Either way, guys, again, thank you all. And remember, we're just simple collectors trying to make our way in this Hot Toys galaxy / universe.
Catch you guys.
May the weapons be with you, always.